What's going on, fishing friends and family? Hey, you're watching East Texas Fisherman with Steve Porterfield. It is December the 8th. It's Tuesday. I'm out on Lake Athens. I think when I got to the ramp this morning, it was right at 38 degrees. Doesn't feel all that cold out here. This morning, there's almost no wind. But anyway, I just got over to my spot, and I'm going to see if I can put a fish in the boat within the first 5 casts. I was here last Tuesday, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty slow. I only caught 13 fish. The fish were just barely hitting this thing. So I have a feeling today is going to be the same. Not much has changed since last week. So we'll see what happens. But I did catch some fish, and they were hitting the Alabama rig. So I'm about to make a few casts here in my spot, and we'll see what happens. So hopefully it's going to be a gorgeous day. And I'm not seeing a single fish on my graph yet in my spot, so this might not go well this morning, but we'll see. So cast number 1. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and thank Jesus for another day on the water, and I'm going to thank AFCO. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting in 10 feet of water, and I'm throwing out to about 14 feet. I'm letting this A-rig sink all the way to the bottom, and then I am just slowly rolling it back. Now, I'm sitting right on the edge of a grass line. So as I'm bringing this Alabama rig back to the boat, right as it gets to the boat, oh, look at there, first cast, looky here. Well, there you go, first cast of the morning. So anyway, what I'm doing is, not a bad little chunk. I'm bringing this Alabama rig right up to the grass line, and it's right off the end of a little point. And right as the Alabama rig gets to the end of the point, they're hitting it. Well, that was a good way to start. I'll show you this fish. That's kind of the size I've been catching out here. Not bad. Fun. Well, that's number 1, cast number 1. Let's see if I can get another one right here. It's really odd. For whatever reason, they're in this spot early morning for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then after that, this spot is a real hit or miss. Now, last week, I started off with a jig, and I could not get them to hit a jig to save my life. So I started throwing this Alabama rig, and like I said, I had to throw it really, I had to fish it really slow. I'm just pulling it just fast enough to keep it off the bottom, and I could feel them thump it, but it was, like I said, they were real finicky last week. See if I can get another one off the same spot. I've caught some good fish out of this spot before, but the last couple of times I have fished this, I'm just catching, 2 to 3 pound fish. I hadn't caught any good ones like I used to. But you never know. Looks like the water temperature is about 59 this morning. All right, so that was cast number 2 and nothing on that. I'm gonna position the boat a little differently here. Got to get back in position here. All right, let's see if that'll get one. There's some fish. Graph just lit up. Oh, I got down in the grass that time. All right, let's make another cast. I am throwing a Flash Mob Junior, and I am throwing flukes in that's got little paddle tails, and the fish seem to like that, so I've just stuck with it. And I know that the Flash Mob Junior is not the best Alabama rig out there, but that's what I've got in my boat right now, and that's what I'm going to throw. So I'll throw hog farmers, and I've got some of those things, but they're really expensive. I don't buy them too often. Well, is that the only fish down there? I'm not seeing any more on the graph. Let's make another cast. Love Lake Athens. Last Tuesday I was here. One of my friends was at the boat ramp when I got here, and he was saying it had been a little slow for them, but earlier in the year they had caught some pretty good fish out here on crankbaits. And I know they throw Carolina rigs quite often out here, and they do a little differently. They fish this lake a little differently than I do. Hope everybody is having a blessed Tuesday morning. John Epp, if you're watching this, I might try to find your crappie later if the bass don't pick up. Usually, I usually catch at least 3 or 4 out of this spot. And like I said, I normally start off with a jig, and then I'll switch to an Alabama rig if they don't hit the jig. But last week I couldn't get a bite on a jig. Not for sure what's up with that, but they'll definitely hit this Alabama rig. All right, guys, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll film some more later if I can get on them somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna fish this for another 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna jump around the lake, try some different spots. But anyway, just not seeing a lot. I've seen just 2 or 3 on the graph here and there, but they don't seem to be here this morning. Not any quantities. All right, guys, check you later.